Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Alright everybody, welcome to Dark Souls Remastered, one of my favorite games. We're going to do a walkthrough this time. I'm going to show you how to get almost every item that I know how to get. And if I don't know some, I'll try looking them up for you. Okay, now for those of you who have played before, you can see that I chose the Knight to start with. For those of you who haven't, I chose the heaviest, slowest class. Because I like being a tank in Dark Souls, taking all that damage and just dishing it right back. So, let's get started. All these orange marks in this beginning area, you can see, these are the orange sign soapstones. These are your tutorial messages here in the beginning. So yeah, it shows you how to do everything. Luckily I already know, so let's go. Now, anywhere you see them outside of the Undead Asylum, other than a couple places, are going to be messages left by other players. A lot of them are just trolling, but whatever. Sometimes they're helpful. Beat him up with our broken-ass sword. Okay, let's keep going. I can't hold sprint to go up ladders faster, because this isn't 2 or 3. Alright. Now, eventually, I do plan on trying to have all of the Soul series on the channel. I want to have 1, 2, and 3. I want to have Bloodborne, all 4 of which I already own. And when Demon Souls is remastered, I'll probably have to get a new console for it. I think it's only on the PS5, but once it comes out, I will be attempting to get one so that I can play it as well as other new games. Or PS5, did I say 4? Whatever. But additionally, I want to eventually get Sekiro as well. It's not technically a Souls game, it's pretty much set up like one from what I understand. So you can see that big bastard up there, the Asylum demon. So this right here says run. But, or no, that says run, get away. So what you're going to do is sprint over here. Oh, you missed. Now, if you want to take him on there, you can. It's just going to be real difficult with your busted weapon that does, like, no damage. Now, as you might notice, I'm not resting at the bonfire, so I'm going to be real honest. I don't need it. Avoid him, grab his shield. You'll always have a shield over here. Tower Cut Shield's one of the best starting shields. But instead of using it, I'm just going to roll through his arrows. Get fucked. Okay, looks like someone parried a Black Knight when they came back. I'll get to that later. For now, broadsword. Not the best weapon, but a decent one. No. You cut your shit. Much better damage. And that's against a stronger one, too. Okay. Now, you'll notice there's an item up there. You're not able to get that item right now, so just continue forward. You might see the ball up there. Go ahead and just bait it. There we go. And who is it but Oscar?
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Yes.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family, thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh,
We got our healing and the key.
now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Now you can kill him here. He dies in one hit, but he's gonna die if you walk away anyway. I'll give you, I think, 100 souls. So yeah, listen. Yep, that sound. That is the death sound. Most non-boss enemies make that sound on death. And yep, 100 souls. There's our next enemy. Denied. Oh, I timed it wrong. It has been a bit since I played one. Now, I did an entire stream, or a stream of the entire game on the on my Twitch stream, but that was before I knew the Twitch videos didn't last. They just go away after a while. So I figured I'm gonna do this again on YouTube, because I want people to be able to come back and look at the video again. Denied. God, parry makes me feel powerful. Oh, that was too early. Good thing I can interrupt it. What's up, bitch? Doesn't affect me through my shield. Power. Now we took a little bit of damage, but nothing severe. Damn, I'm not getting my timing right today. That's fine, though. We got this. Let's go. Okay, so once you take care of all them, go through the fog wall. Make sure you plunge attack this bastard. If you sit up there too long, he'll jump up there and smack you. Looks like we got him stuck in a swipe. Nope, he's doing his big thing. Okay, just watch out for his attacks. If you're dodging him, you want to dodge into it. Dodging into it makes it much less likely to hit you. There we go. Didn't get hit once. I'm playing the slowest class there is, and I didn't get hit once. You could do it. Got a humanity. Now, humanity is very, very valuable in this game. So, we're gonna go, well, we're not gonna use it yet. So, humanity is valuable for multiple things. One moment. Oh, that was a big one. Okay. So, you might notice the 00 up in the corner up there. We'll head this way. And that is your liquid humanity. Now, it's a very dull color at the moment because we are hollow. If you look at our face, yeah, we're not very pretty right now. So when you're human, it'll be glowing bright white, and you'll have normal skin and everything. Soul of a Lost Undead. So the way you become human is using humanity. When you're using humanity, it'll go up there in the corner as liquid humanity. And liquid humanity is very good for you because the higher it is, on a scale of 1 to 10, you'll get a boost to your item discovery, how often enemies drop items. And then on a scale of 1 to 30, you get a slight boost to your physical defense as well as your resistance to curse. So very good. I think 1 to 10 also boosts the effectiveness of chaos weapons, but that's something that'll come much later. Now, you can sit at a bonfire and use liquid humanity for two things. You can use one and restore yourself to human from being hollow like I am right now. Now, the benefit of this is, first of all, if you're human, you get a big buff to curse resist right off the bat. Second, you're able to summon people to help you with boss battles, which you may, you know, enjoy being able to do. Wasn't there a third? Oh, you can also put down summon signal, or your summon sign, to help people with boss battles. So, you know, very nice. Additionally, you can use it to kindle a bonfire. If you do that, you get more Estus out of it. So a basic bonfire gives you 5, like I have right now. If it's kindled, it gives you 10. Later on, of course, we can kindle more, and we can get up to 20, but right now we're at 5.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Okay. Now, I want to clarify for everyone, there is an opening cutscene that I skipped, just because it's the cinematic cutscene, and I don't want to risk any kind of weird copyright shit, just because that's, you know, that's the really big cutscene, and it explains a lot of the lore, like the build-up to the game. So if you want to go watch that, you're going to have to go find it somewhere else. I apologize. I love the cutscene, and I really want to show it, but I just want to avoid any issues that might pop up. Okay, so now we're in Firelink Shrine, the central hub of Lordran. As you can see, there's a man over there. We'll go ahead and exhaust his dialogue. This is the Crestfallen Warrior.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the Undead Asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the Undead Church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead? Ah, your face. You're practically hollow, but who knows? Going hollow could solve quite a bit. What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. And the quickest way, although I'd never covet it.
Okay. Some people died over here, probably fighting him. 3 humanity over here. Now, I'd like to mention you can take him on right now. If you attack him and hit him a few times, he'll start attacking you. He's a bit tough for you at this stage in the game, but if you do manage to kill him, he'll drop 1,000 souls. Excuse me. Which at this stage in the game is pretty hefty. At the point you'll normally fight him in the campaign, 1,000 souls is pretty weak. So it's better to fight him earlier than later. We're not going to do it just yet, because he does have... well, he has extra dialogue, but... we'll leave him alone for now. We're going to head up this way. And through here, across here, there'll be, I believe, 6 firebombs. Yes, 6 firebombs. This way, there's another NPC, Petrus of Thorland. Petrus is the initial person who can sell you miracles, which go off your faith.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thorland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible. Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this, as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
Now, this copper coin is essentially useless to us right now, but later on, when we're able to sell items, you can sell it for, I think it's about 1,000 gold. Or not 1,000 gold, 1,000 souls, sorry. So, hold on to it.
Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
Sure.
Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
If you're a cleric or a knight, you already start as a member of the Way of White Covenant, which is what he is.
Now let me share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
We'll learn his gesture, which is shrug. Alright, we're not going to get any miracles from him. We're not going on a faith build. Now, at some point, I am going to need to get my faith up to 25, but that's for a different reason, and we'll talk about that later on. Now, you may have noticed while I was standing there, an orange thing came up and got to me. Up here, there's another Soul of Lost Undead. And that my Estus flasks are now at 6 instead of 5. If it happens one more time, it usually means I'm being invaded by another player. Although, I'm not entirely sure why it's happening right now because I'm hollow. Usually people can't invade you unless you're human. So, I'm not 100% why it did that. So, around here, down there, 4 cracked red-eye orbs. You use those to invade other players. If you successfully kill the other player, you get a humanity. Or if you're part of a certain covenant, you might get different items from it. The Morning Star and the Talisman. We're going to go ahead and equip the Morning Star. It's only 1 damage better than the broadsword, but with the next enemies we're going to be fighting, it's going to be nice. And the Talisman is a faith. It's basically for casting miracles. And some Hovered Bones. You can use those to go back to the last bonfire you at. We'll go ahead, excuse me, and equip those and these fire bombs. And over here we have some Lloyd Talismans, which if you throw them at an enemy when they try to heal with an Estus flask, you'll negate that healing. Okay, here we go. Be very fast here, or you'll have a bunch of them on you. Well, 2 in the bunch, but it can be fatal if you don't know how to fight skeletons. Since we have a free Estus, let's go ahead and use it. Now, these skeletons are going to be very tough for you at this stage in the game, unless of course you're a caster, but even then, they can be tough. So, this is the reason we're using the Morning Star. Their weakness is blunt weapons. See, every time I hit him, he just collapses. Now, you want to be very careful fighting these guys with melee, as they do have the ability to parry you. Luckily, they can also be parried. And the blunt is going to do a decent amount to him. Yep, he's dead. And they only give you a certain amount of souls. I don't remember how much it is. It's like 50 to 100. We'll go ahead and take on this other guy since he's already up. Come here, bud. Oh. Ow. Now, you see that bar that popped up? That symbol is bleed. If bleed fills all the way up in your bar, you automatically lose 1/3 of your health. So, bleed, as you might imagine, is a bad thing to have build completely up in your bar. Come here, bud. There's multiple different status effects. The most dangerous one of all to get completely full is Curse. If Curse fills up, you immediately die. And when you respawn, you have half your max health. Okay, how many souls? 50 souls, like I thought. Okay. Yeah, you'll have half your max health available to you. We'll go ahead and get rid of that for now. We're not going to need it. So through here, we have another Soul of a Lost Undead. Honestly, we could go skeleton hunting and grab the items around the graveyard there, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'll come back and do it. What was I talking about? Hell, I was talking... Oh, the status effects, right. Curse is probably the worst. Bleed is pretty bad, but honestly, with how few people do it, it's pretty manageable. There is a special boss that does it, though, Soul of the Lost Undead. And her special bleed will take half your health bar if she hits you with it. Or more, I don't remember with her. But there's also poison and toxic. Toxic, of course, just being a more potent version of poison. And essentially, poison, as you could expect, slowly leaches your health bar. And toxic does it much, much faster. Okay, let me check here. How many levels can we get with the souls we have? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 levels. For now, we're going to put 1 into our strength and 2 into our dexterity. There is a weapon that I'm going to try to get early on. I wasn't able to get it in my initial playthrough on Twitch. Hopefully we can get it here. But there's a sword that I really want to get this early that'll make me very happy if I manage to get it. And the requirements to wield it are 20 strength and 18 dexterity. So we're going to need to pump ourselves up a bit before even trying to get it. This is the Firekeeper. She's the one who tends to the shrine, or the shrine bonfire. She can't talk, but she does have another use. And we're actually going to make use of that second use right now. We're going to go down this way to an area that, honestly, we shouldn't be in yet, but there's good items to get, especially since the starting item I picked is the Master Key. The Master Key is useful for 2 things. First of all, it lets you get into doors that otherwise you shouldn't be able to get into yet because you don't have the right key, or you're going in the wrong way. So it's good to get items you're not supposed to get to yet. Secondly, it is very, very good for speed runs, Soul of a Nameless Soldier, because it enables you to skip through many parts of the game. I don't know why, this guy is always like really hard to backstab. Not that we need to, but we'll go ahead and kill all these guys for their souls. Do do do. Do 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 do. Now down here is the first smith you can talk to. Right now you're not able to use him because you need Titanite shards to actually upgrade things. But additionally, if you have the souls, first of all, here, use the Master Key here. What was I saying? If you want to multi-class into sorcery at this point, you can get a Catalyst and Soul Arrow from him. But you can also, for 4,000 souls, get Heavy Soul Arrow, which at this stage of the game is ridiculously broken. Grab Large Soul of a Nameless Soldier. We're not going to venture any further into this area at this point, but if you're speedrunning, that is how you get ridiculously shortcut to Quelaag and get the second Bell of Awakening. But we're not speedrunning. We're going through, not necessarily normal, but you know what I mean, close to normal. But anyway, there's a reason we're down here, and it will be revealed shortly. Other than, of course, the items. There's a big item down here that I really want to get, because it'll be a lot easier to survive early on. Now, there's 2 reasons I like to go with the Knight as my starting class. One of them, of course, is the armor. The Knight's armor is the absolute best armor to start with. Its resistances might not be as good as some of the others, but its sheer protection outweighs that. Second, the Knight has boosted stamina and vitality, as you can probably tell by my health bar being a little bit larger than you'd expect. It always throws me off a bit when I decide to start a new character, S-Stock. I don't really care for it. And like Sorcerer's my second favorite, right? So I started a new character, I have half the health bar I have right now. Grab the transient curses. We'll bring those up later. Okay. So for this next part, I'm going to need to remove okay, make ourselves medium weight class so we can move faster. Now, this is the new Londo Ruins, and its inhabitants are ghosts. Ghosts can only be killed if you are using a transient curse or the cursed greatsword of Artorias. The transient curse allows you to attack and defend against ghosts. So right now we're not able to hurt them, and honestly they're a lot higher than our level right now. So what we're doing is sprinting past them. We're going to go this way. And then right through here. There's an invisible walkway. Ow. So we're moving along here. We're gonna grab the Firekeeper Soul here. And Homeward Bone out. Okay, we've made it good. Excellent! Now, the Firekeeper Soul is very, very useful. It has two things. You can either consume it like a normal soul, and you'll get 5 liquid humanity. But if you take it to a Firekeeper, you can upgrade your Estus Flask, which we're going to do and make it a +1 Estus Flask, so it gives us even more health when we heal. Now, I know you guys haven't actually got to see me heal yet, but a +1 Estus Flask is pretty good for us right now. We're not supposed to be able to heal that much at this moment. But we'll take it to her, reinforce Estus Flask. And as you can see down there, it's now Estus Flask +1. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and eat all the souls we've picked up. And then we're gonna use them to level as high as we can. We'll go ahead and pop all 4 of that humanity as well, because I want a high rate of item drop. Okay. No, we don't want to reverse hollowing, because if we reverse our hollowing, we'll be at risk of being invaded. So 1, 2, 3, okay, 3 more levels. Could have sworn I get more than that. Okay, though. So this will be able to put both of our strength and dexterity at 14. So we need a total of 10 more levels if we're going to try to get that weapon, which of course I'm going to try to get that weapon. But for now, well, do I want to go further? No. I want to keep the videos at a decent length. So for now, I think this is where we're going to go ahead and leave ourselves with Dark Souls Remastered. Next time we'll cut through into the Undead Burg. But for now, of course, we're going to leave it here. As always, I hope you guys really enjoyed the show, and have a great day.